Welcome. Today we're going to give you a quick tip on cleaning your nibs of a fountain pen. So one thing I would rather do than use a more harsh abrasive cleaner is I really found a slow way just to actually let the water really sink. So this component of the process is after I've already flushed the nib multiple times with water and it looks almost like it's running clear. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit more clear and clean water and just kind of put it right up there. And that is eventually going to soak through the nib. And if you leave it in this little bed I've made for it, the capillary action of the water, the ink is going to pull all that remnant through, and it's going to have a much slower time to sit in the feed before it gets absorbed. So this really is a great way to kind of get out excess ink that you otherwise think is not even there. Like, look at that already. So this water was almost running clean, like I said, but you can see that slow capillary action is really giving it time to soak through the feed and then go all the way through. And that is really going to help clean our feed and our nib of excess ink that otherwise we might have missed if we were doing a typical cleaning. So this is an extra step that I like to do. I'm just going to let this sit for like 20 minutes or so, and all that water, as you can see, it's already kind of gone through here because like that capillary action is going to draw all that water that we let in there, and it's really going to give this a nice cleaning. So checking in, we're probably about 10 or 12 minutes into it. All right, so we're closer to about 15 minutes in. We're going to take this out. You're going to get any excess water out of there. Look at that. There's like barely anything. Remember how we filled all of this up with water? There was only that little tiny bit left, barely even noticeable, because that capillary action, it pulled all of that water just down and through slowly through the feed, and that really gave this a slow, nice cleaning. And I really enjoy this method for a deep, easy clean of your feed in between ink changes. It's much less abrasive than some of the other cleaners that you might use. This is just pure water and time. And that's why this is such a great, awesome tip. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you soon with more tips and tricks.